What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we got some good news coming out of the city of Memphis regarding the Tyre Nichols case. The following officers, Tadarius Bean, Justin Smith, Desmond Mills III, all tried to file to have separate trials. They recently, as of last night, been denied that motion, meaning all of them will be tried as a group. I'll play this short news excerpt and we'll come back and talk about it. But that's a good thing, and that's good for the family of Tyre Nichols, because now they'll get tried as a group. And a couple of things I want to talk about as far as, what's going on, what we can look forward in the future with this case. So check this out.
For staying up with us tonight. First tonight, the 5 former Memphis police officers indicted for killing Tyre Nichols will stand trial together. Justin Smith, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., Demetrius Haley, and Tadarius Bean all pleaded not guilty to state charges, including second-degree murder and aggravated kidnapping. But 3 of them asked for separate trials because they did not think it would be fair to be tried together. Well, late today, a judge denied their request. Tyre Nichols died on January 10th, 3 days after he was stopped and beaten by the former officers on January 7th. His death sparked protests here in Memphis and in other cities, and right now the Department of Justice is investigating the Memphis Police Department's patterns and practices. Just last month, the Nichols family filed a landmark $550 million civil lawsuit in the death of Tyre. The city of Memphis responding to the lawsuit, filing a motion to be dropped from it. That will be up for a judge to decide.
All right, guys, that's a short announcement. And it's good news for the Tyre Nichols family and for a lot of us that really want to see justice for Tyre Nichols. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to talk about 4 things that this announcement, though it's big to us, I'm sure the defense attorneys was already knowing this was going to happen. They were just grasping at air. Now, first thing is, the reason why they claim these 3 officers, Justin Smith, Desmond Mills Jr., and Tadarius Bean, are claiming that they don't think it's fair that they are put next to Emmett Martin III and Demetrius Haley. So the first thing we see is they bring up fairness. It was not fair how you did Tyre Nichols. Just like the prosecutor said when they had tried to file for that motion for exclusivity to have their own separate trials. He said, you guys beat them together. You committed the crime together, assaulted him. Why do you have to be separate when you're getting judged? And that's one of the things we're going to talk about today in this about this case and in this video. That's the first thing. They talking about fairness, where you beat a man to death for no reason. Didn't have a weapon, didn't strike out at you. Go figure. How do you get fairness in this? You didn't even look his mom in the face in the courtroom. If we go back and look at some of the stuff in the timeline of where we are right now today, they come into court. Oh, we don't want to be seen together, because every time everybody sees us, they think about that. Don't matter. They'll see you individually and know why you in court. And it always comes back to that. It makes no sense. Second thing is this, the exclusion, how they want to be excluded from each other. Remember a while ago, if you guys been keeping up with me, they said, oh, when they went to the indictment hearing, oh, do we have to come back in here and show our face? We don't want to be seen together. Another thing is, we want separate trials, all 3 of them, a defensive strategy that didn't work. State of Tennessee said, hey, listen, you don't have to you don't have to give them that trial. Once they said that, we all knew that this is going to get denied. So All of a sudden, when they're in the court talking last couple of weeks, and they're saying all this crazy stuff, right? It all comes down to them not wanting to be associated to Demetrius Haley and Emmett Martin III, the ones that did the kicking and the ones that did the punching. But you're still guilty because you held him up to get kicked and punched and held him on the ground. I don't understand the motive of or what they even thinking. It's like a bunch of irrational behavior and dismissiveness in this case. I don't understand this whole thing. A man is dead and gone that should be here today. He should. Like I said, the defense lawyers are prepared. They already knew this was going to happen. This all right here is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Let's see where we throw something out, see if the judge will go for it. Luckily, he didn't, and good for him. He saw through the BS. But I'm going to tell you, this is the fourth thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to get out of here. These dudes showed who they was. A bunch of street dudes with a badge. Unprofessional, undisciplined. And it showed on camera. Thank God it got it. The camera got it. And America was made to see what happens when you have people that are undisciplined and just out of control. It was something that shocked America. And I'm glad they got it on tape. During this trial, you're going to see a lot of people turning on each other. Tadarius Bean's lawyer said, oh, he didn't hit him. That's why he wants to be excluded. In fact, he helped him up. He told him to keep your head up. That's after you held him for him to get his ass beat, and you got a couple shots in too. He's sitting up here talking about Tadarius Bean didn't hit him. I don't know what video you was looking at, but all of America seen it. All you got to do is still on YouTube. What you got to do is go look at the beating if you can stomach it. He punched him several times in his face. Justin Smith too. His attorney trying to be buddy with Tadarius Beans, just like the other defendant. He didn't do it. He didn't. I'm like, yo, what tape is y'all looking at? Did y'all even look at it? Remember, there's such one thing called a discovery. It says who did what and what happened. They don't want to be associated with Emmett Martin. They damn sure don't want to be associated with Demetrius Haley because he did all the talking at the end. I got some blows in. Bean got some blows in. Justin Smith was handling. We was like, oh my God, we're going to have to kill this man. And he died. The good thing about this, all three of them that's trying to act like they did the least or didn't do anything at all is in the same boat as the ones that did the most damage to him. Everybody's responsible. Nobody tried to stop it. Nobody had any type of conflict, like tried to resolve the conflict or protect Tyre Nichols. None of y'all standing there when y'all was in your furious rage of attacking this man who was unarmed. Y'all big as hell and couldn't handcuff him. None of y'all said, hey, that's enough. I mean, come on. We've all seen fights on TV or fights in public up close where you're like, oof, that's enough. Hey, break it up, break it up. None of them have that. And that's the thing. This thing is about common sense and they looking stupid because they had it. They didn't have any. You want to see these guys turn on each other. Demetrius Haley did a lot of talking. They might make him take the stand against somebody else. Because remember, they already tried the some exclusion from the other ones. So it's some bitterness right there. Trust me, I know how it goes in the system. I know how it goes. Because we already know who the weak link is. Tadarius Bean. His lawyer basically already said, oh, he'll tell. Think about it. He didn't do nothing. We'll see. This is going to be a crazy trial. The next date will tell you when the trial date is for them as a whole to take the stand. And that's what we all been waiting for, when this trial date starts. Now that we got all these loose ends tied up, it's one date. And that's the day of judgment. We'll see. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Take care.